My name is Austin Ostapo, and today I will be discussing my findings on air quality as it relates to the population in Mexico. My hypothesis for this is the overpopulation in the urban areas and the overabundance of vehicles puts a great strain on the air quality in the environment in Mexico. Some population data that I decided was useful for this was the growth rate is at 1.2% and the migration rate is only 2 people per 1,000. So people are not leaving at such a high rate and the population continues to grow, which can only lead to more problems unless there's action taken in this country to prevent this from happening. The air quality data, which was received from the Metropolitan Index of Air Quality in Mexico, they rate the air quality on the AQI, which is the air quality index, which is pretty standard for most places. They rate the air quality from 0 to 500, and they consider ozone, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, CO2, and small particles. This scale has 6 different ratings from 0 to 50, which is a good air quality, 51 to 100, which is moderate, 100 to 150, which is unhealthy for sensitive groups, 151 to 200, which is unhealthy for everyone, 200 to 300, which is very unhealthy, and 301 and above are hazardous to all groups. The lowest reported range in Mexico is 36. The highest rate in Mexico is Aguascalientes, which comes in at a rate of 867. Morelia is very close to that at a rate around 800. Mexico City has a rate of about 136, and Torreon comes in at 36, which is the lowest in Mexico. You can see the colors here on the scales based off readings that were obtained, and these are all color-coded to match the scale. One root cause, I believe, of this is that vehicle overpopulation in Mexico is a serious problem, along with the emission standards that Mexico has, which snowballs the pollution going on there. There is roughly 275 passenger vehicles per 1,000 people, so this translates to about 33.5 million vehicles on the streets in Mexico, which isn't considering commercial vehicles. This is only passenger vehicles such as taxis, people driving to work, things such as that. The problem with this is lots of vehicles being close together. Most of these vehicles averaging 4.7 metric tons of CO2 a year, and these high rates of CO2 emissions along with the close proximity of most of these vehicles means the pollution is very concentrated in the areas, harshly harming the air quality. An in the works solution right now, which is currently in place, is the Hoy No Circula, which is a plan which, when you register your vehicle, you get a colored license plate, and this colored license plate helps to tell you which day you can drive on. So if you had a yellow license plate, on Mondays you could drive. Well, you couldn't drive on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but you could drive on Saturday and Sunday. This prevents the overpopulation of vehicles on the road, hopefully limiting the conjunction with smog and the CO emissions. And with roughly 2.5 million vehicles on the road in Mexico City, this had to be done at some point. In conclusion, the hypothesis which was presented at the beginning of this video shows how many of these vehicles and in such close proximity can cause air quality problems in many places. Mexico City's plan to lower their rate has actually worked very well, and they have dropped their levels below what they used to be. And this, across Mexico, could greatly improve the environment and help improve the air quality. Thank you for your time. Here are my references, which can be used for further research into the topic if you find the need to better research it. These are great resources for it, and they should be a great help. Thank you again.